I was reading the paper the other day, and I saw a story about a local celebrity. He goes by Mr. Xtreme. And I said, we got to get this guy in the air and talk to him. How are you, man?
I'm doing good, thank
Are
you.
you the only what inspired you to put... Now, I don't even know where to start with this. What exactly are you doing?
I'm just trying to get the word out about the real-life superhero community. I'm trying to just let people know, to get people pumped up and about the superhero community being established here in San Diego. I'm also trying to make a plea to the public to get involved and take a more proactive stance against violent crime in our communities.
All right, now, so this isn't an idea you talk about community. This already exists.
Yes, it already exists. I'm not the first real-life superhero. I did not found the movement. I have to say, I have to admit, I did bring it down here to San Diego, but I'm not the originator. I would consider myself maybe the second wave of real-life superheroes.
Where did it start?
That's a good question. I'm not really sure. I think the first real-life superheroes that were like Kevlex, Green Scorpion. They were based in Arizona, and then there was Mr. Silent in Indianapolis, Dark Guardian in New York, and Master Legend in Florida. So.
And what exactly are you guys doing?
Mainly, our program consists of a lot of crime-fighting street patrols, patrolling crime-ridden neighborhoods to try to get a presence out there to prevent crime by being a visual deterrent. And obviously, if we see a situation, somebody's being attacked or robbed or raped or something, we'll step in and we'll physically intervene and turn them over to law enforcement.
You do this by yourself?
Very often I do. Very often I do.
Who are the other San Diego-based real-life superheroes?
The only other one that is Midnight of the Artemis National Consortium.
Okay.
And what is
That's not a catchy name.
he look like?
He kind of reminds me of like Moon Knight. He wears like all black and a black hood and black sunglasses and like yellow stripes.
All right, man. I think everyone who's ever gotten really into the superhero thing wanted to be one. I see what would make you want to kind of go out and do this. But I'm worried about you, man. I mean, are you really capable of, if 3 guys jump on you, don't you think you're making yourself into a target?
Oh, of course I am. But I feel that, I have enough experience, and I'm really working hard on getting my training up to par. I'm training a lot, and I'm also working on investing in the best equipment that I can buy.
When you train, do you still wear the mask and everything, or are you?
Oh no, I train in regular clothes.
Okay. And what are you training? Martial arts?
Yeah, lately I've been training in a lot of martial arts and working on a lot of strength and cardio type training.
So,
wow.
So right now, what you said that I didn't see it on the news. You said that you've been going out and
It's on the Union Tribune.
yeah, that you've been doing.
So what? Yeah. So what
exactly
what
have
is
you been doing?
what is a night of patrolling and crime fighting consists of?
Just getting out there and just hitting the streets, doing what we do, looking for crime to stop, crime to prevent, and and any evil to stop.
Have you actually busted anybody?
Actually, let's see, what did we do? We stopped, me and Shadowhair from Cincinnati, we were down here, he was down here, and we stopped a fight in an intersection from escalating. That's one thing, and the rest of it, no, we haven't really seen a whole lot, but we will.
You will.
How has your reception been from people? Because I know, if I hadn't heard the story and you just like rolled up to me, I might get a little scared or.
Oh yeah, that's pretty normal. We get a lot of odd looks and a lot of nudges and stares and some people. I've even had some death threats, but that's why I'm agreeing to do stuff like this morning. Trying to educate people about what it is we're all about and what we're doing.
Well, I guess everyone has to have their own opinion about taking the law into your own hands, and I'll leave that for everyone individually to do. But even if you decide to do that, there are organizations like the Guardian Angels where you can roll in groups and they train in groups, and it's probably a safer way to go. Why would you choose to do it this way?
Well, you kind of got to think of it. We're similar in the way to the Guardian Angels. It's just I think there's just a little bit more attitude. Also. For the superhero influence, You know, obviously, my
This guy, I've done a bad. I'm sorry, let me interrupt you. I've done a really bad job as a radio DJ. I haven't even described what we have in the studio right now.
Yeah.
A regular-looking dude, average build, but he's got a mask on. It looks like a lucha libre mask a bit, and a Mexican wrestling mask, camouflage mask with mesh dye, so we can't see this guy's face. And then, would you have camouflage pants on?
No, just regular black cargo pants.
He has a camouflage shirt under shirt.
Okay, and then a shirt over it that says Extreme Justice League.
Yes.
Is that the organization that all of these real-life superheroes are in?
No. Actually, the Extreme Justice League is my organization that's a part of the real-life superhero movement. Yes.
What's the biggest bust that's been made by? I mean, you say you're just getting started. You know your time will come. But if this has been going on for a while, what's the biggest victory that real-life superheroes can claim right now?
Let's see. From what I've heard, I heard Master Legend helped run in a drug dealer in Florida. I was reading it in the Rolling Stone magazine on his.
They wrote about you guys in Rolling Stone?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
No one's been hurt yet.
Well, I've heard stories, but I haven't got any confirmations. I mean, you know, the Chula Vista Police Department, they told me, oh, another real life superhero that they didn't want to give me any details on was found dead in a ravine. But you know, we tried to ask them for additional information, but they wouldn't give it to us.
So do you just want to be the only one here? Or are you trying to like recruit other people to
do
this?
Oh yeah, of course. You know, Mr. Extreme and Midnight, we can't take on the city's crime problems by ourselves. We need everybody to step up and get involved. And I'm making a plea to the public to join our movement so we can go out there and make our community safer. You know, we want a bigger superhero scene here in San Diego.
So is this like, if they wanted to do this, would it be like a full-time job? Do you ever disclose who you really are, or?
We try to keep our identity secret. I mean, the only time I'll give up my identity is like if I'm legally obligated to, like in the cases of, you know, like the police, they stop us and have to question us. Of course we have to give up our identities. If I ever have to make a citizen's arrest and promise to appear in court, of course I'm going to have to give up my identity. But other than that, I want to try to keep it as secret as possible, just for my protection and also the protection of my family.
Are you, man? I don't want. I just. Are you think you're being realistic about how well you can handle a violent situation?
Yeah. Actually, I am. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I was just curious to get to the bottom of what all this is. I hope you're safe out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're gonna do our best to be safe. I mean, safety is always the #1 priority. If you know, if there's a situation I feel I can't handle, I'll think twice about getting involved. But however, like say, if there's a life at stake, I don't care, you know, what the odds are or how dangerous it gets. You know, we'll always get involved. You know, if there's a life at stake.
All right, man. Well, thank you for coming in and getting the word out about what you're doing, so that if anyone sees a guy in a camouflage mask walking around the streets, they know what's going on.
Okay, thank you.
That's Mr. Extreme right there, San Diego superhero. All right. Interesting. All right.